About 1,000 years ago, Sweden got christened. But before that, we were pagans with the Norse mythology. One of many traditions that survived the transition between the two cultures was the celebration of Midsummer. So, welcome to Leah's Bible Babble holiday. The celebration of Midsummer is extremely Swedish and is today one of the trademark of this country. The word midsommar translates into the middle of the summer. In some part of this long country, it was the middle of the summer and still is, while in other parts it was the beginning of the summer period. Midsummer is always at the summer solstice, when the sun at its highest point. And the north of the Arctic Circle, the sun doesn't set at all, creating something called the midnight sun. The solstices and the equinoxes of the sun has such an impact on every culture and religion worldwide, and has been for thousands of years. And one example is the Stonehenge that was built just because to celebrate the summer solstice. In every culture around the world, there were and are special times and days throughout the year that was more important or magical than others. And for the Old Norse, one of those magical days was the night between some Midsummer Eve and Midsummer Day. One most common tradition was that a young unmarried woman could hop over 7 different fences, pick 7 different flowers and put the flowers under her pillow, and the one she dreamt about at that night she would be married to. The tradition has its roots in the agricultural society that dominated the landscape and is basically a celebration and an offering rite for a good harvest. Now, harvesting was essential. A decent harvest got you food on the table for the day, but a good harvest could you survive during or keep you alive for the winter. And it is this offering rite that has survived to this day. First, it was a phallus symbol, and more of a pole raised in the field. And what occurred later is not child friendly, but a lot of babies is born in March, the year after. When the Christians came and messed it all up, the poles moved from the fields into the villages, often to a square or a big open space. The poles became dressed in flowers and leaves. Later on, this activity would be only for children, and a crossing beam was added to the pole to create a cross. Nowadays, not many people react or even know of the original symbol of this cross, unfortunately. But the focus of children are still there. After the pole is raised, it's time to dance and dance around the pole, just like many dance around the Christmas tree. We sing songs about frogs and pigs and a bird that can't fly, and other traditional songs that actually don't make any sense for us adults. Then the food. And yes, it is almost the same food as when we celebrate Christmas and Easter. It's pickled herring, it's fresh new potatoes, eggs, and strawberries, a lot of strawberries, and alcohol. I personally don't drink, but there are those that will wake up with a pounding headache the next day after. So what has Christianity anything to do with Midsummer? Well, both yes and no, as explained a little bit earlier. But the same time, for the Midsummer's Day is the day of the birth of John the Baptist, the cousin of Jesus, and he was 6 months older than Jesus, and it is 6 months before Christmas. So this day has been celebrated since the from the 4th century, I think it is. Yes. So it's one of the oldest celebrations here in Sweden. So this is some short information about Midsummer. I've been away for almost the whole day for this celebration. It has been wonderful. It's a lot of focus on family and the time to get together in the middle of the summer. So with this, I will wish you a glad midsommar, a happy midsummer, and I see you in the next episode. Bye!